Hello, hello guys. So, today is my first ladies' night. Do something really crazy. Like, I want a place where I could sit and any woman who's out there who's just passing by could breeze in and let's just talk, okay? So, I think what actually brought this is because today I also had an argument with my friends at work, and then we were discussing some things concerning relationship, and then she asked me a question. She said to me, okay, would you build with a man that isn't your husband? As in, would you build with your boyfriend? And I'm like, I don't understand that question. Let me understand you. So she said to me, that some people often get into, like, some people get into relationships, and while they're in the relationship they actually stay so long, and then probably the girl gets pregnant, and then she goes ahead to have a child, and then they still continue in the relationship, and then this relationship like just continues. And then the lady gets the first child, the second child, the third child, and before you know it, they're not talking about marriage anymore. It becomes husband and wife thing, though they're not legally married. So she's saying this happens like often where she's from. And finally, they become man and wife without actually being legally married. So she was asking me, so in this instance, would you not build with this man? Would you build with a man who's just your boyfriend? Now, that is a question that I have brought tonight on Ladies' Night, and I hope I can continue to do this for as long as I can. So, today is the first day, and I don't see a lot of people online, but I see my beautiful sister who's out there. Hey, girl, I see you. I see you. I don't know if you missed what I said because when I started, there was no one here. You understand? Let me see. Okay. Yeah. Ask. Okay, you're about to join me. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, I guess I added you. This Facebook thing is kind of new to me, and more like better when I'm doing YouTube. The whole thing is new. But girl, I accepted you. Okay, so the topic is, would you build with a man that is not your husband? And it's not like a one-way thing. It goes like this. Now, you've been dating this guy, according to what this lady asked me. She said, you've been dating this guy, and while you were dating, you guys kind of, you know, went overboard, and the girl or the lady, she got pregnant, and then she delivered the first one, and you continued your relationship, and then before you know it, things got out of hand. You already have like 3 kids or 4 kids without marriage, and then you start to call each other husband and wife. So in this instance, she was asking me, would you build with your man? Would you support him in everything that he does? For me, like I rightly told her, I said, if he's not your husband, then he's not your husband. If he is not your husband, I believe he's not your husband. But let me not say much. You can go ahead and tell me, because I know that, a lot of things like this happen, to different people, and maybe they actually are in love, according to like what she said, just because there's no money, maybe for marriage and things like that. It was like serious thing. So what do you think? What do you think? Would you build with a man that is not yours? And even if you will build with a man, what are the things we should have in mind as women? Because I want this forum to be like educational. Like, if you're Yes, if you're actually like dating this guy and now you're already pregnant for this guy, you've already given him a kid, okay, it's fine. I think this guy can also go pay your bride price and marry you in the right way. If he really wants you, it's okay to have any kind of wedding. It's okay to have the smallest wedding in town. But would you build with that guy if he doesn't like do the right thing? He doesn't take you to mama. He doesn't legalize anything, He doesn't legalize you in any way. Would you? Treasure, please don't make a noise and sit down there.
Don't make a noise.
Okay. Yes. Stop making noise. That's it. See, I'm trying to invite you, okay? I'm trying to invite you. I don't know why. Okay, let me see. Let me try to invite you. Uh-huh. Please try joining and see if you can. Try joining. I want someone to come on here so that we can have a good discussion. Just come on. It was really something that was unplanned. I was just, back from work, taking my shower, and all of a sudden, this came to me. It was like, boom, why don't you go and have like a ladies' night? But unfortunately, uh, all my friends were already asleep. You know already what time it is right here. So, yes, yes, yes. Okay, okay. You should know the level of commitment. Okay. So, and how do you determine the level of commitment? Okay. How do you determine the level of commitment? What and what should you see for you to know that, okay, this is the right guy for me? It's okay to build with him, even though we've not gone down the lane or the road that we should go to. What is that thing that you will see? Would you sacrifice all, Loka? Would you sacrifice all? Like, today while I was chatting with her, she was like, okay, yes, we're not married, but maybe he's just not buoyant enough. And, you're walking and he's asking for money. I'm like, really? Really? He must do the needful. And although one thing that I took home is that she said they do this, like I think it's a thing over there that they do. And before you know it, like they start to cohabit. Like I rightly told her that that is cohabitation. Mommy, no, don't do that. Go back. I'm busy. Don't play like that. Do not play like that. Okay. So this girl is just trying to, disturb me. But what can I do? Mother is the mother. We have to keep doing this. Most time, okay, engagement is not enough. Yes. Like when she told me that, I told her, okay, so what if you stay with this guy for, let's say, so many years of your life? What if you've stayed with him for like 10 years, 15 years? You've had kids for him. You've had 1, 2, 3 kids. And then he finally decides to walk away. Are you going to hold him back? And on what grounds are you going to hold him back? Like he's still a single guy. And you are just a baby mama, not a wife. You're his baby mama. And she was like, so what's the difference between even he's like, she was like, okay, let me rephrase that. She was like, okay, so what if he marries you? If he wants to go, he will still walk out without anything. Then I said to her, there is a difference. There is a difference. Being married and him wanting to walk away now is something you know, and it's called a divorce. And if you guys have built, you have gone through that stage of planning your lives together, you've built something good and everything, no matter how bad it is, there is always a way to come to, a good compromise between two of you so that no one is left out. Like we all know what, and how divorce goes down. So, but in the case, I see someone else in the house. If you are a lady, please hang on. I really need you to tell me something about this topic. Would you build with a man that is not your husband? And if you are a man, please tell me what you think. Treasure, do not play, please. 1 minute. Sit down. Don't do that. Behave yourself. Please. I'm talking. You can see I'm live. So, and if you were a man, would you, sorry, I'm really sorry. If you're a man, would you hang on with a lady who's building with you for so many years without marrying her? Would she be your wife? Would you see her as your wife and just stay on as wife, husband and wife? Would you? So this is the thing. Mommy, this is ladies' night. This is ladies' night, okay? You're not supposed, yes, because you're not listening. Okay, I'm really sorry. Let's just go on. Okay, okay. No cake for you if you don't behave yourself. Okay, guys. Tell me. Enough. Watch, okay? So this is it. Tell me what you think. Just tell me what you think. Would you do this? Would you do this? Girl? Engagement is not enough. He needs to do the needful. For me, my dear, like I rightly told her, I told her that, see, if a man comes to you and while you guys are dating, Treasure, please don't let me beat you up. Don't do that. This girl, you see, she doesn't listen. This is what mothers go through. This is what mothers go through, really. Come on, please, can you sit down? Be a good girl for a while, or else you go in the room and I will lock you inside. So behave. That's it, behave. So go. Your dad is sleeping. You can go by. So, like I was saying, would you do this? I was telling her, I said to her, girl, we Nigerians, actually, it's a different ball game, especially being Nigerian and being Delta Igbo and the Igbo people generally, that they pride themselves in getting married, especially as a woman, before getting pregnant, before giving a man a baby. They pride themselves, in these things. So if you go and you do these things, then there is no need. There is no need for this man to marry you because you've given him all he wants. You are there with him, you are living with him, you're cohabiting with him, and then you have kids for him. What else is left? What else? My God, this baby, you don't understand. This baby is very naughty. So leave her. Just leave her be. She's very, very naughty.
Mommy,
Please,
why
yes.
laughing?
Okay, I'm not laughing. It's okay. Can you see?
Yes, you're
So,
laughing.
exactly. Exactly. Don't do that, okay? I'd rather build for the future of my kids than build with him because there's no guarantee. Thank you. Now, this is what, you missed the topic. Okay, now, I even like that you're here, and as a man, you may be able to contribute, from the male perspective. Someone asked me a question, okay? So this is ladies' night, but men are welcome. I've just started this today, and I hope it continues for a while. And next time, I will be inviting more people. So she said, would you build with a man that is not your husband? As in, it's not a straight thing. It's like you've been dating this guy or you're in a serious relationship with this guy, and then, one or two things happen. You got pregnant, and then you went ahead to deliver this baby. So after you delivered the baby, you continued with the relationship, and before you know it, I don't born full house. Now don't get 3 to 4 children, and the next thing you start to call each other husband and wife. Although the person saying this is not Nigerian, you understand? She's not Nigerian, but this is what she said. So now, asking you as a Nigerian man, as a Nigerian girl, as a Nigerian lady, would you build with a man that is not your husband? Or would you build with a woman who is not truly your wife since you were here bride? Just tell us, would you? If I bring her here, there will be a problem. She would really not go back again. Let me just leave her to concentrate because I've been fighting her for a while. Now that she has left me, I'm really, really delighted and happy. So that's the thing. Just tell us, let's go ahead, just in case. Let's just go ahead with the topic and leave her alone. I'm really happy she's not putting her face here. Come on, come on. Would you build with a woman? Would you? Would you? Anyways, I feel like we all really know what's best. Yes. Okay. See, Uka, I'm adding you, and I even see your request twice. I'm adding you, but I really don't know what's happening. See, it says ask Uka to join the live broadcast. If they accept, they will join on the video or without audio only. Okay, I have, but I don't know what's happening. Couldn't add guests. Technical issue. They said because of technical issues. I know how hard it is, like to write, to chat, but if we can, could we like continue to chat, please? Yeah. Let's just continue to chat so that hopefully next time it will be properly planned in a way that we could join with other people to speak. So, but today it's a free night, it's ladies' night. I want us to just chat, 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 and let's talk about lots of things. Okay, let's keep this aside. Now, there are other topics that we could talk about. Now, there is another one that I've been wanting to talk about, and I really do hope that next time when it's really busy, we could talk about this. But now, let me just ask this simple question. Would you, would you share a bank account with your husband? That's funny, but would you? Because I don't know. I've been getting these questions. Request. Okay. Yeah, it's on. While we're talking, I'm really, really trying to accept you. That's what I'm doing. So would you? Okay, tell me. And you, Bright, would you share a bank account with your wife? If you will, why? If you won't, why? I think it's something that is doable though. I don't see any problem. It's just that we all love our freedoms. Like everyone wants to be free. Freedom to do whatever it is they want to do, freedom to spend their money the way they want to without having anyone ask them why, what happened to the money, this, blah, blah, blah. So that's it. You would not. Okay, why would you? Is it the same like I'm thinking? Freedom of spending or freedom to do whatever you please with your money.
Oh,
Yes, mommy, please don't take this. This is very important, okay? Yeah, go play with your toys. Thank you.
it's a mitten.
Yeah.
It's a
Would
mitten.
you tell me it is ladies' night and we are hanging out today? All the ladies in the house, please breeze in. Let's talk. We ain't going anywhere. We're just hanging out. Would you build with your boyfriend who's not married to you, as in bring out your money and have a good plan, a proper plan with him for the future without him properly marrying you? That's question number one. Question number two, would you share a bank account with your husband or with your wife? Tell me. Just tell us. Tell us. Tell us. Hi, Mylene. It's so good to see you online. Mylene, we are having a ladies' night. I just don't know. It just came to me like, let's just do this. And I'm doing it. So since you're online, please join us. Join us. Contribute. Tell us what you think. Would you build with a man who is not your husband? If you will, tell us why. That is someone who has not married you properly, but you have kids for that person. Would you automatically assume that this person is your husband? Or would you still feel like, no, this is not my husband? We're still just in that, place where there is no commitment. Or would you say, yes, this is my husband and build with him? Would you? Nice to see you, Mylene. Really nice to see you. Can you hear me? It's so good to see you. It's been a while since we spoke. I wasn't expecting to see you, but it's just amazing since you are here. Okay? Please join us, Mylene. Tell me what you think. Oka, you already answered. You said no, but it is common in the US, right? You think they have joint account? I think joint account for the family is fine, but I think they also have like something called personal accounts. I think so. If they have personal accounts, then it solves the problem. Ah, you can hear me. Okay, it's great you can hear me. Why don't you contribute? Contribute. No, not joint account. Ah, okay. Which one? Okay, which one are you talking about? Okay, it's popular to have separate accounts. Is that what you're talking about? To have separate accounts? I see someone else online. You are welcome. Oh, how happy I am to see you guys online. It is ladies' night, just in case you were thinking what I'm doing. It is ladies' night. I came from work, I was just taking my shower, and Ramadan is starting tomorrow. So we get reduced working hours, like 2 hours less. That's the best part about working in Ramadan in the Middle East. So, especially in the UAE. So I was like, yeah, so happy. I have more time. Let's just go and do some ladies' night. I tried calling up some few friends, but I guess they slept. But now that you ladies are online, please go ahead, join the discussion. Would you build with a man who is not your husband, but you have kids together? But he still hasn't done the legal thing, which is to marry you. Two, would you have a joint account with your husband? Okay. Okay, you said not a joint account. I meant living together and having. Yeah, I think it's a thing that other people do. Yes, but we as Africans, yes, a lot of Africans do it too. Because my friend who asked this question today, and we kind of went live on her page, she's from Uganda. And a lot of them, they do this, okay? So when she asked me, I told her, this is not something that is very popular with us Nigerians, especially the Igbo side, that we pride ourselves in getting married before having children. So if you go have children without getting married now, that is a problem. You understand? So if this happens, the best and the right thing for him to do is, even if you've had a child, You can still proceed to get married, can still proceed to do the traditional thing. Do the simplest of marriage. Do anything as long as you get married. She was saying, okay, what if it's not what if he's not buoyant enough, or what if he's not rich enough to do this? And I said to her, that's maybe because he's looking for something higher than what he can achieve. But if it's something small, then he can. But if he cannot, it means he cannot even take care of you and a child. So you shouldn't get married because that guy is not ready to get married yet. So, okay, you're saying in the US, commitment is an issue. That's true because I've seen lots of people live together, have kids, and not get married. But I always base this whole thing within our culture and where we are from and what is obtainable. So that is why I always base these things here. Okay, in the US, commitment is an issue, but in terms of joint account, it's based on understanding. And I also think they should also have personal accounts as well. Yes, so for me, I'm married and I would have a joint account with my husband if we both, it will be joint signatory, right? I think that's how it's done. So both of us equal rights and everything pertaining to that account. And then we should have personal accounts. So that joint account we know is like a family account that we use for the development of family, keeping family projects and everything. And then we should have side accounts where I can hop in and hop out. Hop in, hop out without anyone asking what happened. You understand? That is just the thing. That's how I feel. Okay? Ladies, come on. I see three people online and I see only Uka contributing. Come on, don't be shy. Do not worry. This is ladies' night. I promise you I'm not gonna tell your mommy or daddy. So let's come on. Let's just share what you have. Every opinion will count here. We just want to learn from each other. It's ladies' night. Next time we should do it properly with a glass of wine in our hands because I'm sure if you take that a sip of wine, see there is something that happens to me when I sip on red wine, my head kind of like open up. Yeah, the whole thing just opens up and it's like they've taken off that cover from my eyes. Everything about shyness goes away and I start to, in my true self. So next time we should all get a glass of wine to keep us going. If you are here, I see my ladies here. You're welcome, you're welcome. Please, we want to learn from each other. This is something that I just started tonight. It just came as it was nothing, it wasn't planned. But I'm glad I did. I want to hang out with my ladies. I want us to learn from each other. I want us to sit, to try to discuss, to try to put each other, through in, when it comes to things that concerns ladies. And this is what I've been trying to do. So if you were here, please contribute. Okay, so Uka, you said, but in terms of joint account, it's based on understanding, and I also think they should also have personal accounts as well. Yes, yes. Hey, Jane. Yes, it's so good to have you here, Jane. Mylene is speaking. Amazing, amazing. If I had, a glass of wine and I could send it through the phone, I would send to all of you to keep you on alert to make you know that it's free night. As you can see, I'm using a red light. And you know why I'm using a red light? I want everything to look cool. I want you to feel that it's really ladies' night where we can share secrets, where we can talk, where we can discuss privately. Even if anyone hops in, it's okay. They can hop in and hop out. But if they want to stay in, they are welcome. So let's go on. Would you build with a man who is not your husband, but you have kids for him? He's not married to you, but you have kids. Would you build together? When I mean build together, I mean family, building maybe houses, things like this for future plans. And two, would you have a joint account with your husband? If you will, why? If you won't, why? Yes. Mylene, you said, well, based on past, I did it. Well, I saw this man that he's my husband and I build with him and we're sharing accounts. We're absolutely almost 9 years long distance relationship, boyfriend and girlfriend without hanging out face to face. Okay. But we saved money for our future and we married great. But unfortunately, I became widowed and it makes me lesser to trust a man again. Wow, that's terrible. I'm really sorry, sis. And let me just ask you, Mylene. Okay, this guy, from what you have said, the 9 years in a long distance relationship, and you never saw him. Is it the same person you lost, or you had a husband, but then you now went into another relationship when he died? Is that it? Let me understand, sister. I really wish I could, like, you know, add people to come on and speak, but unfortunately, it's not happening because I don't know why. Technical issues, they said. Okay, so, but it's okay. Hopefully, next time. All right. Mm, let's see, Mylene. Okay. Where were we? Yeah. Okay, Mylene. See, you know what? No matter what the story is, no matter how bad you feel, there is one thing I know, and that is that there is a man out there for every woman. And your man is like built in a way that both of you will just connect. And when you connect, you wouldn't even understand. It'll be like a movie and you'll be asking yourself, really? This happened? So when things like this happen, take it that it's a way like for you to get to your final destination faster. Because if you like hung on with this guy, if you were still there and he didn't do whatever it is he did to you, you will stay stuck and you will not go ahead. Now, you will not be able to meet that person who is for you. But now that you left him, or he left you, or whatever he did, it's okay. It is painful. For a while, it's heartbreaking, but then you will move on. You will move on. Jane Anthony, come on. Share, what do you think? It's okay if you're not married. It's okay if you're still single, ladies. Just tell us, would you? It's a question like, would you build with that man if he doesn't marry you? I know that it's hard for us, like Nigerian ladies, to like have kids out of wedlock. I know that. And the person who asked me this question is from a place that they actually like, it's fine. When they're in relationships, they can get kids, one, two, three, four, and they don't get married, and all of a sudden they start to call themselves husband and wife. So she was the one who asked me this question. She's a friend of mine. We kind of discussed today, and I was telling her, where I'm from is a different thing. Maybe because you guys are used to these things, then it's fine. But where I'm from, what if you build with this guy and you have stayed 10 years and at the end of the day, he leaves you? What do you have on him? You don't have any hold on him. He's not your husband. He didn't marry you legally. If there's anything you have given, it's a contribution. It's a contribution you have just helped him build. Okay, now she gave me a story. She gave me a story of how, uh, there's this lady who was in a faraway country. She was working. And then she had this guy back there in their country in Uganda. Now, this lady, they were boyfriend and girlfriend. Then she went to look for greener pastures. While she was walking, they were having good conversation of what they want for their future, of how they want their future to be. And then he was like, okay, you work for like 2 to 3 years while you send me the money, and then I start to build. We start our building project, and while I'm working here, I'm also getting my salary and adding to it, and we build a perfect house. The moment we're done building our own house, the moment we are done doing this, doing that, then we know we are ready. And then you can come back. And she was in a place like Saudi Arabia, and she was only a kadama. If you know what they call kadama, it's a housemaid. It's the worst job so whatsoever that a lady can do, because everything you have in you as a woman is just gonna be, he is going to be crushed, because being a kadama is a nanny. And I've seen nannies, or people call nannies. I've watched movies and I've seen nannies, and I've also seen nannies back home. Those ones are older women taking care of, kids, like mothers. That's what a nanny means to me. And I see in the movies, my nanny, it's like a younger girl who's taking care of this child, and you're taking care of this child when mom and dad is not around. And when they come back, you hand over this child and you move. And if you're leaving nanny, you stay. But my dear, it's not. When it comes to this Arabic word, a nanny is something else. A nanny is something else. For those who have nannies is like, the nanny is a maid. She's everything. She's a maid. She's your nanny. The kids virtually sleeps with them, so that even the newborns, so that at night when the baby cries, you, the nanny, wakes up to take care of them, from what I've heard. So imagine now this lady in Saudi Arabia doing all these things, and monthly she gets her salary. She sends it back to this guy. Now this guy takes the money and he's giving, updates on the projects that they are having. He keeps giving this, at the end of the day, he showed her that yes, we are done, baby. We are done. Don't worry. Blah, blah, blah. The house is ready right now. Okay, let's focus on something else. And the girl says to him, babe, I'm tired. I have put in my blood and sweat, my energy into this to see that we complete this house so that we do not pay for rent. I think it's time that I get back home. And most of all, I miss you. I miss you, my baby. I want to come back. So, but what did this guy say? He was like, no, baby, just stay back, just stay back. Don't come back right now, please. Don't come back right now. Stay. Just hold on. You can do this. I know you're a brave heart. You're not a brave heart. You miss him. But can you imagine? He was encouraging her, baby, stay on more. Baby, stay on more. Let's just do this final project before you come. And baby is telling him that, baby, I miss you and I need to come. I need to come back to my man. But the man kept pushing her off. But you know what she did? She went. She went back unannounced to surprise the baby. To tell him, baby, I know you said I shouldn't come, but I really miss you and I want to be with you. But what did she say? Nigeria. In Nigerian movie, this is called, hey, story, akoko. What did she see? She came back. This guy was already married with kids, living in the same house that this Kadama has been building. How wicked could people be? So you see why you shouldn't build with a man that is not your husband? Okay, fine. She went ahead to say to me, but Miriam, even if he's your husband, what if he decides to go? I'm like, there is a difference between a husband deciding to go, and then there is a difference between a boyfriend deciding to go. When a boyfriend decides to go, you have nothing on him. He didn't marry you. It's not legal. You guys were dating, yes, you had a baby, okay. You had another baby, fine. It's still not legally binding. But when a husband decides to go, he's going to give you reasons. And it's amazing because there is something called divorce, proper divorce. I'm just trying to see what that lady is doing. So, proper divorce. And if you guys have built, there is a way that the court or the lawyers try to make things equal between both of you so that at the end of the day, you are all happy. You won't lose everything, but you build with someone who's not yours. I don't understand, really. I don't understand what that is for real. So, ladies, tell me, would you, or what do you have about this story that I just told you? What would you do if you were that kadama? Kadama is nanny in Arabic. Kadama is nanny. I don't know, either nanny or maid, one of them. So, if you were this kadama, what would you do? Let's see. Let's read some comments so that we can discuss it. But in terms of, okay, 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 mm-hmm, okay. I don't know what's happening to this. It's not letting me read. Wow, thanks a lot, sis. I hear you, Claire. Yes. I move on and ready to embrace a man who will love me genuinely, and I must enjoy my life to the fullest. Now, you go, girl. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Really, that's exactly what I'm talking about. And then it's okay to have a joint account with your husband, but I also like to have a personal account. You know, as a giver, he will have a heart attack with my givings. So I would like to save his soul, my dear. Because don't be such a giver that you will give everything so that you people will not have anything. It's okay, my dear. This is really, it's very funny, very funny. Voila. Oh, yes, I get you. I get you. So, ladies, come on. Let someone ask a question. Let's talk relationship. Let's talk things in relationships. Let's discuss it. Now I've asked my own question. Anyone can ask. And then we can go to bed because we've not invited a lot of people today. Hopefully, next ladies' night I will invite. But ladies, tell me, are you enjoying this ladies' night at all? Do you think it's a good idea to continue? Because it's my first time and I just hopped in on it. Just as the thought came, I decided. I called a friend of mine, called her up. She's right there online supporting a girl. And then she's like, yeah, let's do this. Let's go. Let's discuss. Yeah. Thank you so much. Love you, baby, for supporting your girl. Yes. I really wanted you to come. Like, I wanted a way to invite people. If I need you to join, I let you join. And then you say what's on your mind. Sorry, that was about. You say what's on your mind. You share with us whatever it is you would like to share with us so that, we keep it going. Girl, what's that? You're so fond of these things, please. You're so fond of these things. Okay, ladies, ask. I have really, you don't see, I have 1,001 questions that I would love to ask ladies. Like, I have a lot. And okay, I think better to ask general questions that everyone can contribute into. You understand? So I have a lot of them. But because today is our first ladies' night, I believe I should keep that for next time. Today is just a warm up. The next one is gonna be, I think I'm gonna have music. We're even gonna dance. At a point, I'm gonna just put on the music and shake my head because it's going to be hot. Yes, girl, it's going to be hard, really. So, because, life is so stressful and everything happening now, it's really very stressful that people cannot usually do the things they enjoy anymore. So, if I, like, this concept came about, if I can go home and sit somewhere where other ladies will be seated and we talk, gossip, relationship, about things that we as ladies we really need to hear, about ways to improve our lives, about things that, share experiences. I think it's gonna be perfect. Please, if you think it's gonna be perfect, give me a thumbs up. Let me know that it's gonna be perfect. Would you sacrifice your career for your husband, my dear? Ah, this one's strong. Hi, my dear. Now that's a question. But that question is a bit tricky. When you say sacrifice your career for your husband, like in what way? In what way? Let me understand. Because if you're sacrificing it for your husband, it means like, okay, your husband be working and you stay at home and be like a stay at home mom. Is that what you're talking about? Let me understand. Because if that is what you're talking about, I think I have an answer for you. Are you saying sacrifice my career? Let him be the career person while I stay. Okay, being a full housewife, now that's tricky, sweetie. Okay, so for one thing, to be honest with you, for one thing, staying at home is amazing, but after a while, it starts to get boring. And this is why sometimes you see most women who go to work, they're not going to work for not just for the salary, but I think there is an internal satisfaction that one derives from walking. And it makes you not get, not overthink yourself because we as women, we are thinkers, we're natural thinkers. And every time we think, it's not good for us. But we keep thinking anyways. So if I stay at home, it's going to increase my thinking. But if need be, that I sacrifice that career, then it's okay. But I will have things to do online. For example, what I'm doing right now, talking to my ladies from home, because there are lots of businesses now that women can actually do from online. Believe me, it's just people who do not know that people make money from online. Content creators are making lots of money. Do you know that? Content creators are making lots of money, especially the full housewives, not full housewives, sorry, the full-time content creators. They're making lots of money. If you have time, if you are at home, you need to check things out. Just check. Yes, women are thinkers. We think a lot, sis. Hey, sis Stacy. It's so good to have you here. We've been in the YouTube live and you're here again. I'm so, so pleased that you were here. So I was just saying, in this way, we will not think so much so that we don't die young, as women. But you could also make a living from home. And this is what women are beginning to do these days. It's just that a lot of people do not know how to use this home, what do I say, this time they get from staying at home to make money. If you know how to make money with staying at home, then it's a bit difficult to start, but when you start, you have started and you will make money from home. Two, I would stay at home if you would give me a business to do. If I cannot do these online things, then there should be a physical business for me to attend. I will be home full time. I will just breeze in to see what's going on, check stock, make sure that whoever is managing properly, and see the sales for the day, see if there's anything they need, Do the bossy thing that you are supposed to do, and then go back home to be with your kids. My dear, I crave that, by the way. I'm a working mother, but I crave to have my business and have my time. So if I do it, I won't take it like giving up my career. I would take it as getting that thing that I've always wanted. Yeah, I guess. But years ago, I would have thought differently. No, years ago, I want to work. No, I want to be a career woman. But in the present situation, the present Miriam, I want to have my own business. I want to have my own time. I want to work at my pace. I want to make my money while having my time. I guess this is it. Yes, sis. Hi, hi, hi. Please contribute, contribute, contribute. I've given my own. I hope you heard that, Oka. Yes, that's me. Really. I want to. Please, ladies, tell us. Can't be only me. We will go to bed very soon. Let me see what the time is. Yeah, it's 3:42 a.m. in the United Arab Emirates. 3:42 a.m. and I'm doing this. Yeah, good one. Okay, sis. Build with a guy who has not married you yet is a very building with a guy who has not married you yet is a very big risk. Yeah, there is no guarantee that you will end up with him. So I can't build with him until he does the needful. Exactly. Exactly. I think that's just it. If he doesn't do the needful, I'd prefer to just stay put and wait. And while I'm waiting, I'm going on with my career, I'm earning my salary, I'm saving my money, and who knows, whatever. And if you do not hurry up to come take me and you keep me to stay longer, if another sweet baba comes and I happen to like him and I happen to fall in love, then I will say bye to you because you cannot keep wasting a woman's time. And this is something we'll have to discuss another day. Now, some men are fond of wasting women's time. So many men are fond of wasting young women's time. And this is why we as women should always, always put our head into what we do, not just our heart. Better still, we can build if he is the one bringing the money. My dear, Uwama, that is it. Good life. If you bring in the money from your side and you're trying to build with me, I am so, so honored to build with you. But if the money is coming from me and coming from you, then there should be a mequatarism. And what this mequatarism means, it means there should be a joining of both of us so that we can also join our monies. If you don't join me, as in put a ring on it, then I'm sorry, there is no putting money to it. And that's it. I will be your contractor. My dear, don't be small contractor, over contractor, I will. My ladies, I beg. Well, we need to take them jeje, we need to take them easy because at the end of the day, this marriage thing, in fact, the marriage plenty. For this ladies' night, there is a lot we will talk about. There is a lot we will talk about. Okay, I know you're also married, but I want to put this to you. Listen, let me write it. Now I'm writing it. What are the things you know now that you didn't know that you didn't know, okay, that you didn't know before marriage? Do you think there are like how many things do you know now that you didn't know before marriage? 1 minute. Slow typer. What are the things you know now that you didn't know before marriage? I can tell you one thing. I didn't know that life would be so difficult. I didn't know that I would lose everything called freedom. But let's leave this for another day. I'm just dropping two for you, but there are many I didn't know that we could share as married women. And even if the young ones are here or when they come, hopefully they will learn. Hopefully they will open up their hearts to it. Okay, tell me, drop two for me. What are two things that you know now but you didn't know before marriage? People that silence. What? That silence most time can solve many. Yeah, that silence most times can solve many quarrels. Yeah, now that's true. That's a serious one. That's a very serious one. Silence can go a long way. And it's not by toko toko. This one that when you're in a relationship, small thing, he will do. And relationship is very, very, very different. Hey, I know now that marriage and relationship is different. But the important thing is you're with someone you love, you're with someone that understands you. That way, no matter what happens, you can always work out your differences. Because if you're with someone you really love and loves you, and you see some certain things that could have gone wrong, but because you love this person, you don't let that thing go wrong, then you would wonder what would happen if you just married someone, say, for money. Now, that's another topic. Would you marry someone for money, for sex? Or would you rather marry for love? Hey, topic plenty. There is a lot. In fact, if I start to mention a lot of things, in fact, let's not talk too much about this, my ladies, because believe you me, relationship is sweet, marriage is sweeter, but, but, if you marry, hey, Jesus, if you don't marry the man who loves you, if you marry someone who doesn't love you, hey, it's better for you to stay single. Oh. Marriage is not what we think. Oh, relationship is very easy, and marriage. How do I put it? Relationship is is simple, is straight, is one way. But marriage, hey, is complicated, and you need wisdom like that was given to Solomon to be able to live happily, peacefully, and in love. But the first step to attaining it is understanding, love, and prayers. Yes, this will be the best thing. My dear, any day, anytime, I marry for love, I die for love. I marry for love, I die for love. Really, Stacy, I don't care. Money is very important. I will not even pretend to downplay the role money has to do with relationship. Money is very important thing. This money, love, and sex, they are all intertwined. But then I think we were taught something that you need to choose from your list of priorities. Motivational speakers not be for everybody. What works for you may not work for me exactly. That is true. That is very true. Motivational speaking is not for everyone because what works for you, and There is a certain way you might treat your husband and it works out. Another lady might treat her husband like that and she gets the beating of her life, of which I do not support. Because any man who does as much as lays a finger on the wife, no, 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 he's not a man. So let's just forget that because that's topic for another day. But for us to get to our destination, I think, and I'm still thinking that love is the way to go. Because with love, everything will settle. I've seen people who are in love and they didn't have food to eat, but because they loved each other so much, they didn't quarrel. Even if nagari and milk and sugar, they drink and happily in love. But if you don't love this, sorry, I don't know why I'm belching so much. I guess it's indigestion. Sorry. If you don't love this person and you don't have money on top of it, first of all, your face will be so, like there will be nothing in you for that person. You will just be angry all the time. You'll be like, why did I even marry this person? So what am I? Look, Nollywood movies now. What am I doing here? If you cannot take care of me, what am I doing here? But if you love this man, you cannot ask questions like that. You keep saying, baby, it's going to be fine. Don't worry. I'm here for you. Don't worry, things are going to be fine. The encouraging words you will give to someone you love will even make them go forth and prosper. I'm telling you, in marriage, you must make a conscious effort to make it work. Really, a conscious one, oh. It's not the one you don't like. You have to make a real conscious effort to make it work. It's not as simple. When people say, okay, now there is another thing that I would like to talk about. Now, that is a topic for another day. I hope I don't forget it. This side chick thing versus wife thing, and people comparing and competing with it. They're like, you cannot even compare. What are the bases for the comparison? Nothing. What are the bases for the comparison? It's nothing. So I think this is something we should talk about another day, though. I know of a woman who sacrificed her acting career. It's 12 years now, and she's still talking about how she would have become Mercy Johnson if not because her husband stopped her. She is not fulfilled. Oh. So it's wrong to sacrifice your career for a man. Go for a man that appreciates everything you stand for. Now that's amazing. Good. If you are a career woman, for me, a career is like, I believe a career is something that got to do with what you are trained to do. Let's say a lawyer, now you're a career person, a doctor, a nurse. But for me, I don't have that kind of career. I'm one of those people who went to the university and read something that's not going to be a career course when you were done. Okay. Except I want to turn into a philosopher or a pastor. So I studied philosophy and religion in school. So I can't be a philosopher or a pastor. The only thing I know how to do is, I guess I've always had passion for customer service. Now that is something I love to do. But I also have a stronger passion for business. So that's why I answered saying I would give up going to work because as at now, I'm even tired of going to work. I want to have my own business. So that's why it would be easy for me to give up. But for someone who's just starting up, who is in love with a career, and the husband makes her stop, no, I don't advise that. Then Jane Anthony, you're very right in that instance. Yes, there is only one you, definitely. Sis, there's only one you. Oh my God, I hope this life is not taking so much time. Ladies, ladies, what do you think about this? Do you think we should meet another day? I don't know. I want to be able to do this like twice a week. I know that Wednesday for sure is ladies' night, right? Is it Wednesdays or Thursday? Oh my God, I've lost my social life. It's Wednesday, ladies' night. It's Wednesday, right? Am I confused? So I know that there is a lot to discuss, and I know that there is a lot of things, or there are lots of things that we could learn from each other. I will encourage you if you can just hop in next time, like hop in and let's have our ladies' night. I don't know. Maybe I will put it as a post on that day on my page that hey ladies, we'll be having ladies' night tonight at about so time so that you guys can show up. Because to be honest with you, I enjoyed every bit of this time that I'm spending. It is actually a lonely life, living abroad, working abroad, where you don't have family and friends and things like that. Yeah. So I think since everything has moved online and we, as busy people, cannot go out to have ladies' night, cannot sleep in like we used to do when we were younger because we are married and have to take care of babies. Or have to take, so we can do it here, like hang out. What do you think? Please, those in favor of us coming back to do this, say I. There's only one you, yes. If you marry for love, you will pull through every situation, no matter how difficult. Love wins always. Exactly. In fact, in Igbo, some people will say bagam or bam. You got it. You got it, sister. I'll choose love over any other thing. Because you see these things we call money and sex. They're very important. But while we go on this discussion, you will come to realize a lot of things if we stay more to discuss this thing. And one of them being that when you get married, a lot of things that used to be like your priority or your priorities, they will all shift. They will shift. There were times when I would go to work, I would come back, I decide what I want to eat. Oh, I don't want to eat anything, I'll just take flakes. Or I wake up in the morning, I'm like, oh no, such a tiring day. Yesterday's work was so hard. No, I still want to sleep in. And I put on my duvet and sleep again extra hour. But now, no, because I know I need to wake up to take care of the little one, give her a shower, feed her, and then shower myself, and then get ready to go for work because hobby is already at work. You understand? So life is totally different. It's a hard life being married. So your priorities would change. I find myself going to the mall to buy something, and I'm only thinking about the little one, forgetting to buy for myself. This is what marriage does to you. Really, it's that bad. So a lot of things will change. That's one thing you should know. But I think we could discuss more next time. And I want us to go sleep because you guys have already stayed on so much. And I really thank you all for hanging with me. Thank you. Thank you, Stacy Lowy. Thank you, Oka. I love you, love you, love you all. Love you all so much. Thank you, Stacy. Thank you. I'm sorry, my God. This is like the fourth time I'm belching. Thank you, Jane Anthony. Thank you, Mylene. And these are the people that I see chatting. Thanks for loving. Heart it, like it, share it. I wish next time we will be more. And I wish next time everyone would contribute. You can ask your questions and other people can, contribute. Other people, oh, I see lots of hearts going up. I don't know how many people are watching, but I see only 3 people on my screen. Sorry, on my screen. Not scream. See, I'm sleepy. I see three people on my screen, and I really do appreciate you. And if you're watching and somehow
Mommy.
I'm not able to see you all, please, thank you so
Mommy.
much. If you would like us to have this again, just go to the comment section and just type in, let's do this again, please. Let's do this again. I would appreciate at least it'll show that yes, my people want us to do this. But please don't let me down.
Mommy.
Yes,
I want
baby.
cake.
You want some cake?
Yes.
We don't have cake. You finished it today.
Yes. Also.
Next time, okay? I'll buy you cake next time. So please, please. The little one is hanging here. Yeah, she's been here for a while and I'm sure she's waiting for me because she never goes to bed except I do. So, and it's 4 a.m. already. So, without further ado, let's call it a night. I really do appreciate you all. Do have a lovely day. Do have a wonderful, sorry, do have a lovely day. Do have a wonderful day. Stay happy, stay blessed, and peace out. Ciao.